Hello guys and welcome to a new lesson of the jQuery Basics course of Race Karate. As always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and at Bastionvelandia. We are also at Race Karate. Look for us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see more of our courses. Today we are going to start the perform of the um, validating a form with jQuery stage. So before continue, make sure you open the article of the video. The link is here in the screen of the video or in the description. So let's start. Go to your Sinai Cloud Space. Uh, Make sure you have the command running. Command for compile from CoffeeScript to JavaScript. Uh-huh. We missed. Great. So now we have everything up and running. Um, the last episode we just let everything set up, the HTML, the styles, and the thing of form. If we go and check the form we created in the preview, let's open it in a new tab. You can see here we have two hints, and if we check the plan we did the last episode, you will see that we wanted to hide the hints first of all. So let's do that as well. I'm going to select all the form span elements. Well, make sure you enter that in quotes. We can use CSS selectors. So we are here selecting the form and all the span elements within the form. That will be something like this span, because this is within the form, and this one too, the two hints. Okay, great. Now dot height, that should be enough. So if we make again, oh sorry, this is not the page here. Great. So now the hints are hidden. Okay. So I'm going to close this. The next thing we want to do is to start the event. Okay, according to our plan. So here we can select the password. Let's start with the password field. If we go here and check the input, it has an ID of password. And in CSS, we can select elements by ID using this numeral. If you don't have idea about CSS, so before continue, or I recommend you to check some basics of CSS, because I'm not going to go in depth and explain that stuff about CSS. Okay, great. So we select the password field, and we can just call an event, but which event we want to call. So here we just want to start writing and make the hint appear. Uh, for this we can't use the click event. We will need something different because we want to start the event on focus. Once we have when we have the password field active, or when we activate the password field. So here we have the focus. If we go to the article, you will find a link to the focus event. So bind an event handler to the focus JavaScript event. Okay, it basically works the same as all the events. It receives a function handler. So let's do that as well. So focus, and it receives function. Right. So once we are focusing right now, so if we make console log focused, let's take a look. And if we inspect the element, if we go here, and as you can see, we can focus an element when we click it, but this is different than the click event, so don't confuse it with the click event. Okay, now we can make some checks here. So the next thing we want to do is to get the current value of the field once we focus it. And we can do that, remember, we can use the at symbol for get the current event. So at dot a value. With value function, we can, or val, we can get the current value of the first set of match elements. So it's basically for get the values of inputs like this password field or this confirm password field. So you can say val. Let's see if the current the password field itself is, and as well the length is greater than 6, because we want want passwords be greater than 6 characters. So here in this case we will hide the hint, else show the hint. Okay, so how we can show or hide the hints? Here in the HTML, if you check, next to the inputs is the span element that is the hint. So here we have the input and the span that will be the hint. And in jQuery, we can use function for get the next element of a jQuery object. This is the next method. So here we get immediately following styling of each element. Okay, so if we do this, as you can see in the examples, we get the next element or the sibling. Okay, so if we have these jQuery element selected, or in this case this one, we make a next, we will get this element that is next to this, the selected one, that is this one. So we can do that for select the hint here for the input password. So we can just, let's say, show the hint, hide the hint if the password is greater than 6 characters. So I can say that next that hide. Okay, and here will be the contrary. We will say current or password field next that show. Okay, so let's see how it works. I will reload here, and if we focus, you can see that immediately the hint shows up. Let's try to write or to type some characters longer than 6, and as you can see, the hint still is shown. But if we click again, the hint disappears. As you can see, it is not working as we expect. This is because the focus event only is triggered once. We need another event, or to append another event one after the focus. Some event then gets when we press keys in the keyboard. Let's look for that in the jQuery documentation. If we go to events, rows, or event objects for events, keyboard events, let's see what we can see here. And as you can see, we have 3 events for get keyword events. Okay, so we have key down, key press, and key up. By an event, the key up, key press. Okay, so we're going to use key up. That is triggered once we finish the press the key of the keyboard. Okay, so let's do that as well. And here you will learn that we can chain events in JavaScript. So we can first, I'm going to add some parentheses here just for to not lose consistency of the code. Close here, and I can append. So as you can see, these parentheses, this is all this part is the focus event, and after this event I can append another event that will be the key up event, and that event will perform the same operations here. Every time we focus the password field and we check this, and we will check each time we key up. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it. Let's see if it works now. It seems you can't add this space here. Let's try again. There is not a capital U. It was adding that U in the code. So sorry for that. Just delete this. Great. And start again the code. See if now it works. Okay. Great. So we can see the hint. And if we start to type, let's reach the 6 characters. And once we reach the 6 characters, the hint disappears. Alright, so you can see now it is working as we expected. Now, let's, as you can see here, let me close this. It seems a little bit redundant because we perform the same operations here and here. So let's clean up our code a little bit. I'm going to create an anonymous function here called password event is going to be equal to a function, and we will paste this code here. Alright, now we can delete these functions we have created here, and we can pass here the handler that will be the password event function. Great, now let's see if it works. Great, so if we type more than 6 characters, the hint disappears. It's still working, and our code is now nicer or better, and it's cleaner or dry, so we don't repeat code using this way. So as you can see, now we have our password hint showing and hiding in the proper moments, so the user gets the right feedback of how to fill the password field. So here we have a J challenge for you. The J challenge is just now that we have our password field working, the hint is showing properly. Now try to make the same for confirm password. So in this case, we wanted to check that the field is not has more than 6 characters, but now we want to check in the confirm password that the value entered here is the same as the password. So show the hint when the passwords that do not match, and hide it when they match. That will be the J challenge for you. If you accept the challenge, drop us a line on Twitter with the J challenge hashtag. And in the next lesson, we'll solve this challenge, but make sure you try it. And don't worry if you could not. We are just learning. See you the next lesson. Bye bye.